us something to really talk about, that is a very problematic situation for Liquid. The win conditions have been presented.
On the upside for Vitality, yeah. Because you never want to see a team beat somebody and then just end up losing anyways. And on the upside, things lined up in a special way that game where Apex had his great match, but Magic's had a great match, and ZywOo played the best CS we've seen so far. He was handling the entire map by himself. Like, the huge part of that streak was the fact that he just didn't miss op shots as when they came his direction, and he made himself, put himself in a great spot to get those kills in the first place. Full press up here to the top of mid for Liquid to start the pistol round off as they look for things, but there's no fight that comes back their way, so they'll peel back themselves.
Do or die, Liquid. Do or die on Dust2. Dupree going to be ahead of the pack in terms of the tunnels peaks. Elige wants that fight. Takes a couple steps back to try and set up OC. Run boost being primed for Masuda mid. He flies across into the open. OC is able to pop one head and a second. Then the Xbox players get crunched on. An excellent setup from Liquid as they swarm down and look to win the first pistol of this series. But ZywOo is alive. And that means Vitality are alive. A P250 tap kicks off the 1v4. They know he's here, and they end him. Nice to see Elige with a multi-kill. Between him and OC, the full house off the catwalk.
Yeah, those two have just needed to be more a part of the core, just in a pure fragging department. Like they just have that responsibility and weight on their shoulders. But a good start. Liquid knew what they were expecting on this round. Thought it would come a little earlier, and when Vitality chilled for a sec, they wanted Liquid to fall back, but they probably knew where Liquid were off to on this cat setup. They wanted to participate in this exchange, but they didn't have the facilities.
Vitality very broke. 3 P250s, that's it, $900.
Spent all their money on Danish men.
They're expensive, Danish men.
They are. They bring their taxes is the question.
Quick run up mid, not going to find what was that resistance from the pistol round setup of OC and Elige. It's just completely open for the taking. But you round that corner of catwalk, you're going to get a face full of Elige's A1S. Default skin golden stickers. The golden boy of North America. Shox draws them down into the lower tunnels. That's where Naf will find Dupree within the doors. And that's just a really good job of kind of pulling this apart from Vitality. Again, we never really had much hope in those pistols, but if you draw one down towards tunnels and you get one inside of the doors, then everybody else falls that much easier for Liquid's 2-0 start. What you thinking about, Launders? I can see it.
I've eaten 18 Stroop waffles since I've arrived.
Yeah, you have.
It's a lot of syrup.
Well, sweet victory maybe for Liquid if they can continue with this one. But they've got their biggest challenge so far, Vitality's gun round. And as ZywOo tries to press up to those long doors, he decides to dodge back. No damage done. All good.
Just reading the map here. Of course, we don't have the op for OC, so playing inside a cat. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders here with this too long setup and him just on the rifle, so he'll be floating in between spawn. It's actually Nafly and Elysian B, interestingly.
Keep eyes on that. OC here towards middle. Saw those legs, gets blinded. Oh. Nice flashbang from Apex. 5 versus 4 to Vitality's first gun round. Shox just runs around with the MP9. Huge risk, but he still gets the kill. and he has a chance to fall back. But him and Nitro actually stick around for a little bit longer.
Oh.
Dupree with a dirty tap into Elige.
Jesus.
And Magis just crawls out from those tunnels trying to do the same. It's labored between Magisk and Nap. Shox still standing. The MP9 swapped out for the Fomus. There's the jump down from ZywOo. 2 kills as he catches Nitro's head, and Shox, all that's left, runs for the hills. Vitality finding their opening at B.
That was so nuts from ZywOo, man. Just fell off a cat, slunk out into the doorway, quick turn around and perfect control of the mouse to take out a second frag, and that Shox so low. Some weird engagements there. Of course, the push on long came as soon as the first kill came down from OC, and because that was just such a pressurized moment for the CT side, because OC was literally responsible for cat and mid B all at once. No nades to slow them down if they went that direction. And they had no way for those long players to win a retake versus A when they had MP9. So there was no other option for them. They at least came out with the first kill, but then Dupree hit Elige with that one tap. Holy hell.
Oh.
That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. But I think the biggest fear is right here on your screen right now. RT to scare a North American CSGO player. It's ZywOo from map 1, the Terror. Good with every gun. Good with every nade. Speaks, he's bilingual.
His English is actually so good.
He's a great liar, too.
Freya got completely fooled.
Yes.
No. No. Shox the solo AK. The hero round is his for the taking, but Dupree just sucks the life right out of him. Like a Dementor.
Gets his neck cranked. Looking up from the lower tunnels. And that gun is not recoverable.
It's going to have to be the quad deeks of Liquid. They do put them into the better positions. You know, they're still floating around Dory, a little bit of presence on Cat. But with the full-blown exec, it looks good for Vitality. Apex going to stick around towards doors. Dies to OC. That's the bomb. Oh, things are getting weird. Liquid find a second kill. There comes Masuda, top mid. Elige, hands on a gun. Smoke towards mid. Player at his back. He is surrounded.
Wow.
And with nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, Vitality tie at 2.
It got scary, but they had every single exit covered, luckily, for Vitality in that spot. And as the trades went down, it was just overall very solid there for Vitality.
Double ops.
Just getting the way into B, and that was, again, that was the starter with one gun. Okay, so they started with one gun. They didn't get majority deaths. They at least got 2 frags. OC ops this time. Oh, sorry, yeah, you're right. To the Shox op, and where will he go with it? He'll be playing in mid.
Nice
Whoa.
grenade, Elige.
That's money. That'll take the life out of the full long attack, at least for a few moments. Look how comfy OC is on this angle, too. They could be walking in from the top of mid, and he'll eventually get nervous about it.
Shox trying to...
This 1-2 punch is so effective, and Shox can actually search out to make sure OC can stand here.
Looks to reassure that OC can just stay on this angle. But the smoke grenade comes, and that just makes both angles weird. So OC takes what Shox was watching. And that's a body bag for Masuda. Elige, nicely done. Plays up close on those doorways, making the most of that moment made possible by Shox's flash. Looking like a convincing round win from Liquid. And that's fights on multiple fronts. Long
really
first, mid second. Cat third.
That was super solid with the HE. I think they got, I don't know, did they get molly damage on Magisk inside the door? And then maybe it was spam damage, something
or a
like
frag,
that.
yeah, smoke spam.
And then a second HE from Elige, really just out in the open, but exactly where Magisk is standing.
Yeah, it looks like there was a fire like outside of the doorway, so would have made a lot of sense if it was Molotovs. Look at this charred earth.
Yeah. Love that op setup, actually. That's a very expensive thing to try to implore on a CT side, but on Dust2, 2 ops works all the time. And one thing is that if ZywOo comes out from the top of mid and Shox can get timing, because someone could be suicide, someone could be top left, in that situation, it gets a little bit scary. But as long as Shox doesn't see anything, then OC has this very powerful line to watch into underpass. And he also can, of course, as we just mentioned, or as we just saw, turn his attention right to top mid and have the safety of the Xbox smoke to allow him to stand here where he couldn't before.
Just using that smoke against them, really. It takes something from him, but it opens a different door.
But he can't stand there if Shox doesn't cover him earlier on.
So double op setup from Liquid works. They keep majority alive. Vitality with a couple of saves. Easy rebuy. Liquid back in the lead. Early days here on Dust2. Nitro being set up. He's going to hear all this movement, but Masuda's still watching the doors. They get up Cat. They leave Nitro there. They're going to do 2 inside sight. Elige works forward. Nitro, he falls away. Vitality trying to put the clues together. Oh, if they were to go to B right now. If they B split.
Yeah, I think they've actually got a good read on the situation. Yeah, they're actually going with a really good pace, too. There's no one inside a middle.
It's got to be Nap.
Yeah, it's got to be Nap.
Oh, double kill. Tries to continue, but Zaiwu going to stop him there. Now Shox on the op, blindsided as Apex comes out to help Magisk. And with it, the B site falls. They corralled Liquid over towards A. Nitro falling back would have given the audio cue to Masuda. Frag will make Elige's job that much harder, and it's Liquid contemplating the save. T-side, no utility to stop this. Counter-terrorists continue to press up close.
Are they going for it?
It looks like it, but they're only getting here with that bomb beyond the halfway point. Zaiwu's dodging flashes. Nitro's still a little bit late, so it's going to come down to the wire. And that's if they even pull the trigger. No, they just stick around. And by doing so, it's going to cost them 2 bodies.
Ooh, that was a bit risky, and they didn't give the tunnel exit even a possibility. It really looked like Liquid's intention was to try to go for that, but you could see that there just wasn't really a way for them to get in. If they had scaled the tunnels at all and there was no one K-sharp, then yeah, they could talk about getting in the door and window, but with him still alive and no frag there was just no chance. And that would have been nice to keep the op forward at the very least. That once again comes down to Nafly getting the only 2 kills of the round. He holds it down. The op-in window does nothing. The split is perfect from Vitality. And as you could feel it coming, they mollied long, they mollied short. They immediately went for that mid-B. They read that there is an exploitable weakness there inside the middle.
It's a well-called moment from Vitality. Apex piecing together the picture. And Liquid's ship taking on water with this one. Nitro, Hero M4. Right now it's positioned towards Catwalk with 2 players to support it. Vitality don't want to walk into those 5-7s, the whippersnappers. Molly out all the cubbies. Little peek here from Magisk, getting into it with Apex in mid. 4 frags between the 2 of them. And that is all of the movement that Liquid offered. A-site completely clear. Naf on the other end of the map. Vitality back to winning ways, 4-3.
One thing is looking at these setups, it just looks very plain. And I like vanilla Greek yogurt.
Okay.
Not regular.
All right. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, vanilla's okay.
And then sometimes I put sugar on it. Then you could throw in strawberries.
I'm a pomegranate raspberry kind of guy.
That's cool. This isn't about you. This is about me.
Oh.
So the only thing is that these CT setups, they're kind of plain.
Okay.
We had OC in the 1 round just floating in CT spawn, going back to A. And I think even though Vitality can't physically see it, they can feel it. Lack of cat pressure is not there. There's no op rifle setups that are coming in. No one's ever played close door on the mid B setup to help out OC. Had 2 long a couple times, 3A, fanned out. Vitality aren't seeing anything, and they're not overthinking it. Slamming mid B.
Map they love to play. Map they picked. And it's a map they're currently winning. So where's the vanilla? Where's the sugar? Where's the strawberries? It's up to Liquid. No threats being sensed here again. Liquid just trying to play perimeters. Lean back, give them cat, beckon them in. Try to draw them into OC's op. No longer working with that second sniper. Shocks on the M4. Has more grenades for it. Has majority of the grenades that are still even left on Liquid. So that's a util belt at B. Nitro blinded, and OC's looking to set him up with the flashbang. Smokes on both sides of the corner, and OC with that close-up op shot gets counter-picked by Zywoo. Then Dupree with the deepest of corners.
Oh, he guts one, though.
Yeah, it's a good trade, but it costs them as Elige, now known to be on car, offers us up a double. And while he will be dropped to 40 health, it's Apex in the 1v3. Liquid with just the right pieces, man. They added all the ingredients on that one. And Apex, his back turned to the doorway, will be his demise. Liquid tie again.
Damn, they plucked him off. At least they had OC close up to that long hold. And they threw the important smoke. It's the what was called the Gambit smoke. I guess we can call it the Cloud9 smoke, of like the one that lands against the telephone pole. And that just makes it very hard for the teaser coming in to try to peek into the pit. And yeah, no OC being up close saved Nitro. Then OC stayed alive for Nitro to get a kill after that. And everything works out wonderfully. Now we did see that in this round, exact same thing. Vitality had mid B open once again. But I think they didn't believe that this would be the case 2 rounds in a row. But now we have OC inside of middle. At least we've got some vision here. The one big round that we saw Liquid win was OC playing off of Cat. Shocks inside of middle. Keeping all the attention of the T's in this area, forcing them to react to it, and then finding op shots.
Efficient trading as well, man, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had to contribute there. Nitro needed to get his second kill of the map. OC took pressure off, and then Elige delivered, as he currently is that top fragger for Liquid. So unlike Mirage, where it's just Naf and Naf alone, we've got the bigger picture from Liquid. Vitality still taking these T rounds nice and slow. Would be the first time we'd see this long push, in fact.
Now I think Liquid actually have a good read, so it's the same play from Vitality, working out mid to where it's open. Shocks is here instead of Nafly, who's actually behind him, and they're actually in, kind of in transition right now, so there might be an opportunity. The long push is readying from Nitro, but will it be fast enough?
2 players close. Nitro decides not to go. Naf's got a double kill. And now as he stands in the open, he could catch him with another off angle. Nope, he will do damage, but not finish Dupree. That's Nitro's role. He attacks it from that long flank. Apex gets through the doorway. And last time we saw Liquid posture for the retake. Put themselves in position and not go. And Nitro runs up the stairs with another kill. Ooh. Big pickup from Nitro. Crucial round. Doubles his kills from 2 to 4 and pushes Apex into a back-to-back 1 versus 3. But this time, it's in the post plan. And this time, OC's a little removed from mid. It's tunnels, and they line up, but Elige right there takes the wide swing and gives it to Apex, gives it to Liquid. As they'll find 5 on this CT side, and this is a Liquid with life.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, they played it a little bit slower there and got the trades coming down. They were better in mid. They had the fast flank, and Liquid, you could see, just had a good read of the map. So that was something nice to watch. Honestly, Vitality, they have opportunities here that they aren't all looking at. They can work the map overall a little bit better, considering how much space is given to them by Liquid. Cat is not getting a lot of love whatsoever. They could be scoring some crazy rotations right now. Forcing that long push, for example, would be easy if that's Liquid's only answer to these mid-B plays. If they don't want to play within, boosted up inside of CT spawn or pushed off Cat once again, which is something where I feel like both teams are just not giving that any love whatsoever. Not super impressed with, honestly, either team's Dust2 so far. It just feels like very basic ideas, 1 or 2 reactions, and a tiny lead for Liquid, but I'm pretty scared of Vitality's CT sides because I think that's where they've been the strongest.
Limitations here in round 10 for Vitality. Oh, not to mention a 5v4 to Liquid. That's the Galil of Masuda to hit the dirt. Zaiwu just working with the scout. Shox is to the left side of this smoke. Dupree's got a little bit of an opening. Falls away from it. Zaiwu blinded. Now Elige looking to come support OC. He'll give a bit more space to the cat play. As Magisk shoots shots at the B site, keeps 2 players committed within it. Gets an answer in the form of utility.
Oh, what? How
Oh
can
my
he
God.
see that? Okay, and up
Close
close,
left.
he's looking for the other player.
Yeah, Naf's still here.
Didn't expect that in that position.
Holy hell, Magisk.
Naf can rearrange. Yeah, that was an absurd shot. I mean,
But it is still just Naf.
don't say just Naf.
It is Naf.
He's only got 1 kill. He's gotten 2 kills every single hold so far.
They go silent at the 30-second mark. Vitality trying to group themselves up on catwalk. And the movement here from Liquid is minimal.
Yeah.
Naf, cool as ice. Nitro starts running around on long. Smoke comes out on catwalk. He'll be called back to the action. Elige looking for a head on the shell. And he's got Apex, at the very least. Zaiwu's scout, gets the better of OC. He sees another player, and Zaiwu, he's got the double headshot.
he
6
plant?
seconds, he can commit to this, and Elige
Player
is going to
coming
come
up
up, but he
behind
can't
him.
stop it. Bomb's planted. Zaiwu's dead. Apex, the Predator in Elige as he clears the board of the last 2 players, 14-4, and he is keeping NA in this.
How does Dupree not get that trade?
Don't know.
Did he hit any bullets?
I don't know, dude. Elige is ethereal.
After, wow, yeah, I mean, what a 1v, it's 14-4, what a 1v2, but that was like almost a gimme. Like Zaiwu hit those 2 scout shots. He's coming in for the plant. His teammate is right behind him, and he knows that he can get this bomb down after those 2 frags, and his teammate's going to clean up. That should have happened. I have no idea how it doesn't, but
I want to see the whiff.
yeah, me too.
I want to see the whiff so bad. All right, right back into it. Pistols here.
What the?
Whoa, Shox hiding in his cubby. Elige and Nitro looking to lock down on long, and he's got it. He's going to take a bunch of damage, but it's only Apex, the bomb carrier, with 2 CTs ahead. An op shot from OC, and Liquid are pulling ahead now. The CT side with a 3-round lead.
This was the map that used to be Astralis on every once in a while.
Well,
They bring in Dust2. They usually lose, because most people did. But they actually had chances on Dust2 versus Astralis.
Well, they got 2/5 of Astralis in the server with them.
Yes. And they've been imbued with it. They already beat 3/5 the other time, too.
That's
It was kind of different players, but it was the logo that was scaring Nitro or something.
just that image. The red burned into his mind.
Yeah.
Back in from Vitality. 2 players to the tunnels. OC ready for it. Oh, but he gets away, and Dupree kills the support. So now OC, you better hit this shot. And sure enough, he will. But what's the fallback? Shox activates right into the waiting hands of Magisk. OC just desperate to escape here, down to a 1/4 bit of health. And Zaiwu, he cancels out Nitro on that cap peak. So suddenly Vitality 4 versus 2, and just an entire clock to play with.
And yeah, and they just go for long because, I mean, of course, Liquid are going to think it's a B-site hit. Both site players are dead, but Vitality can do basically anything. I think, honestly, they could just walk the whole way at this point. The op from OC was on the other side of the map. They can make noise. That'll be a Elige to get this early warning system, however, to OC, who can start to work on a push. They know that Vitality don't really have an incentive to try to fake too hard, but they aren't really moving fast enough to capitalize on this. Or are they? I mean, there's one coming late through spawn, and Elige knows that. This would be kind of an unreal situation, but okay, a chance for timing, and Magisk gets the better of it.
Yeah, finds Elige with his head turned. Liquid get churned. Vitality on the return. Still a 2-round gap, but that's a plant at the very least. what happened here? We get that jump across the tunnels.
Yeah.
Very cool from Dupree to take Naf out first.
Yes. Yes.
Shocks pushed into tons, thinking maybe that's all that was there, but then Magisk locked into the corner.
He kept good awareness of that setup. Maybe that's why Liquid haven't been pushing, not comfortable with it, but I don't think they should stop trying to get some info.
And Elige is on one, dude. Great form from him right now.
Yeah.
16 and 5.
They have needed that.
It's Vitality's 5th to the board. Looking to keep 4 up. Apex on the hunt. Oh. And OC's good. Everybody else is on long. So an op move forward for Liquid. And a 5th to Vitality's title.
Feels like we're watching both teams get a little bit warmer, a little bit more comfortable with some of the early aggressive fights. And they clearly were waiting for some kind of aggression out of Liquid. Finally, they start to see it. Uh-oh. Oh, my. Okay.
That ain't pretty.
It's an expensive cross, but it's better than getting off, that's for sure.
Yeah, and
seeing
you know,
teams not use utility is bad.
It's a buy next situation anyways. It's all about OC.
True.
All about OC.
You know, this is one situation where playing vanilla with just pistols is not that bad because Vitality haven't been doing any scouting. They haven't been putting tons of pressure on Cat or trying to force rotates. They have just kind of waited and then picked the thing they're going to and then run into it. So I think leaving OC back here just quietly while they don't know where the op is totally fine. It's, of course, a gamble no matter what. And it looks like this time, finally, Vitality will find Cat, but doesn't mean it was the wrong play here.
Worried about some kind of a threat. There's nothing here. Go ahead.
Yeah, they know about the OC save, right?
Mosey on over. Yeah, they most certainly do. He killed Apex. Poor Apex. 5-7 of Nitro trying to stop it. Apex gonna jump down. Woo, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, okay.
Rounds live.
Jumping into spawn to go for kills.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Idea. Masuda could take the op out, though. He's got a great fight here. That's simple.
Oh, my God.
Wait, what? The USP is about to finish off the frag. Elige, he's on a tear.
He's on
Flash
close.
goes high. He wins that. Masuda now 1v2.
Molotov over towards the bomb. There's no kid on this play. AK lands for Masuda.
Oh, okay.
And he gets that last headshot. Keeps Vitality going.
God
but damn, man. Yeah, shake your head, Apex. You jump down into spawn.
Yeah, clap him up. They were playing that pretty risky. CT's in CT spawn. Who would have figured?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
USP and Pit.
Like, they have no ability to go to retake, to get the long to turn the corner. They're just going to sit there and look on the railing. Peek me. Peek me. I'm good.
Come get some.
Get some.
Now round 14 comes at us quick. Buy back in from Liquid. No, they lose this round. Vitality could actually just be kind of strapped for cash in the last buy, and then we can point to round 13 and go,
yeah, it costs money. Even if you don't win.
But of course, better to happen now towards the end of the half than right smack dab in the middle. Legion OC trying to keep Liquid alive. Trying to get back that tie. Trying not to die. What a wild ride.
You done?
Yeah. But Liquid aren't. Not yet. Naf in the back of the site. He's been so consistent. Always good for one. Usually two. Flash go. Oh, but he gets nothing. And now Shocks needs to deliver. And with a single kill for him, Apex is already able to just lock in behind the
open
van.
That is, man. The rotations are so far still. Like, they literally, no one was even in spawn to help them with this. They don't figure this out early. They play 2-3. They don't play
Why?
on spawn. They don't play on cat.
But why, Launders?
That's when you're not thinking. They're not thinking. They're not actively talking a lot about ideas. They're not in a good mood. When you're in a better mood, you're more comfortable making aggressive tactics happen at the beginning of rounds. They're not sharing ideas. They're not trying things. They're sitting and waiting. It's the most default mode that you can be in on CT side.
Autopilot.
It's autopilot. It's tunnel vision. It's, I don't want to say lazy. That's the wrong word. It's uninspired, right? It's
dying.
It's not like they don't want to win. They want to win. But right now, there's just so much glue in their brains, they can't think properly.
But if you want to win, then you have to try to win.
Taking too many L's. The mood isn't there. They don't believe it. You know, when you get into some of these positions, you're relying on teammates to do things for you. You need to figure out who's got what grenades. And right now, if they're only thinking about losing, they can't think about all these other things. So what do? Go to regular spot. Sit, hold, hope a vanilla exec comes their way, and then see if their sight hold is good enough. And then Shox and Nafly can basically try to get 2 kills and 1 dies. And then that's it. They lose.
And that's what's happened.
That's it.
That's how that last one unfolds. Vitality looking to end this T side with an 8th. Looking to end this series with a Dust2. Looking to end Liquid with a whimper. Leash feeling the call to action here towards CT spawn. OC looking to get one through this doorway. Zaiwu on the other end. Got to be careful with that. But at least it's effort. At least it's active.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, they at least have this cone fire. They're readying long. They have 2 people on mid. This is identifying all of their previous problems with fast rotations and shining a light on the fact that Vitality have not ever put cap pressure on. So why haven't they had like 2 mid B in this situation way more often?
Shock promise. Oh! At the end of the day, man, you still gotta survive. And with Magisk hitting headshots, it's a tough job. OC empty-handed. They had the positioning, but they didn't have the impact. 3 kills, everybody's dead for side of Liquid, and everybody's alive for Vitality. This, an inspiring round for the French and Danish mix. 4 at the end, as they'll have that 1-round lead to kick off the CT side.
Shout out to some of those Magic's entries. Picked off, I think, Shox on the big box that 1 round. Nafly up close. Really, really sharp. I mean, that was great. You know, the last 3 rematches I have just on that half is honestly, like, Liquid got 7 rounds here, but the only reason this was even close because Vitality were just not that sick. They were just not that sick even on the T side. Their CT side's going to be a lot stronger. And hopefully Liquid's T side is a lot better because that just wasn't actually that good. I mean, close game, but I don't know.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Leash 18-7. If he can keep up that kind of a performance, then maybe he gets Liquid within it. But shout out to Naf on Mirage. Can't just be 1 guy per map.
Yeah.
That will be a shortcoming. Liquid will lose. No sugarcoating. Just plain yogurt. Apex 2 flashbangs in the kit in case the retake needed, and a very patient setup here from Liquid. They wait.
See if this kind of goes as well for Vitality as it did for Liquid on their pistol in a similar position. Sus 1 out. Trades go back and forth. Bomb gets spotted. Zaiwu 2 scalps. And Shox and Naf, what can they do?
Zaiwu's just going to push upwards here. Gets past that tunnels player. Shox seems to know. Naf on high alert. Zaiwu gets killed from Shox. And with that, a little bit more room to wiggle with here, Liquid. They grab bomb. They grab USP. They got to grab this chance with both hands.
Oof.
Dupree getting into tunnels, though. That's going to justify the 2 other players of Vitality to just stay locked in on A.
Shox has he can't lurk too much. He has to live because he's got this smoke and molly. So at least have some utility here to put this together. This will push Apex back onto the ramp, and they'll attempt to cross, but the counter flash is just as good.
Apex gets the headshot into Shox, falls onto Naf, nice tap towards Carr, but Apex has a double over the top of that smoke, and so Vitality continue to win. Sure.
There was a chance where Zywoo just walked. He got to make noise. Shox heard him and low. Why did he just do the laziest?
He said, I throw the flash and then they look like this.
Oh, there's just like megabytes of Apex photos out there that are so good for memes.
I love the French. I'm in your backpack. Elige with the Glock tries to chase into the B site, but that one's dead. The conga line towards A. And it's Zywoo with the scout to do good damage. 2 body shots already. Follows up into Nitro. And now his support is inbound. Not only inbound, but nearby. Support system as Apex hops up, denies bomb plant. Vitality 10 rounds to the board already. Liquid. The buy comes in, it's got to start strong, and it has to start now, or else they are done in Antwerp.
Yes, and they've won 1 of the last 5 pistols in their few series now, which is not a good place to be. 10-1 odds? Holy. A 3-round game with potentially Vertigo on the horizon, that is pretty insane. I kind of understand the sentiment, though, based on what we've seen. It doesn't feel good right now, but Liquid can change that story with this rifle.
Bunch of body language experts out there.
Yeah.
It's active. Flash is good. Nitro, though, gets it. A second kill with the spray. Continues into it. Oh, okay. I thought that was a kill.
The push is being readied. Oh, will Dupree find timing? Yes, he will.
Ooh, gets Nitro first, then snaps it into
Naf.
Naf. Dupree, how dare you consume them. Apex finds Shox creeping through middle. That is the clawback from Elige. I said it had to be more than Elige, but in this 1v3, it is only Elige. And as he gets tagged up by Zywoo's scout, it's 29 health for Elige.
It was a whole different ball game before I got tagged right there.
And Apex doesn't hide.
Yeah, he got powered up. He knows that he could just kind of sit and wait. Whoa, Elige almost
Closes.
able to clear him. Apex takes him out. Another good round from Vitality. That was the one long push getting a little too much. Dupree taking out Nafly. That definitely made things awkward.
Now Liquid back into the economic dumps.
Yeah.
Gonna have to rummage through the dumpsters.
Food is food. That's the attitude they gotta have, you know.
That's actually, yeah.
Whatever it takes at this point.
Eat.
Yeah, just eat. If they all hate each other in this moment, it doesn't matter. I mean, they all want to win too. So that's the thing you've got to kind of struggle with right now. And who knows? Maybe the mood is fine, but they really have no clue what Vitality are going to bring. They just don't feel like they've got a feel for the map at the moment. But I would have a hard time believing that because we know the level of Dust2 that Liquid can bring. Like, they absolutely can win on this map. It's not their map pick. Of course, it's Vitality's map pick, but Liquid have enough reps. This is like the first map they got really good at when they brought in a Dren the first time.
Big nade on Naf. Unarmored Deagle down to 50. Masuda, comfortable behind his barrels. Tippity tapping away with the A1S. Oh, yes, sir. But Elige still got a little life in him. And another scout shot connects into Apex. So shaky legs for the French IGL. Elige nearly dead already, unfortunately for Liquid. More util pressuring the smoke. Elige at this distance is hoping to connect something, but Dupree up close with Magisk. They end it, a 5-round advantage here for Vitality, and a lively CT side so far.
Yeah, they're peaking. They're swinging. They're trading. They're flashing.
They're winning.
They're winning.
Are you winning, son?
Yes. Now in French.
Tu gagnes-tu, mon fils?
Oui, papa. Oh, it's a good day to be French.
And Danish.
And Danish, actually, yeah.
Little patience here. Shocks and Elige bottom through the tunnels.
Proactivity.
Zaiwu is still playing with a scout.
Proactivity again. It looks so much better.
Right? Vitality just fluid, man. They got that flow. They're speaking with their hands.
Yes. That's what you like to see.
The French and the Danes both do.
Ooh, high value target out of the round. Dupree tries to talk.
Can't
Molly's
catch him.
behind Shocks, and oh, now they push out to long.
Oh.
Masuda's handling them, no problem.
And if Masuda's going to have a good day, then Vitality are going to have a good day.
That is how it goes.
Him and Apex really elevating the floor of Vitality. Shocks does have an interesting bit of timing. You'd think that's a
Yeah.
kill on Magisk. And if he waits, then the bomb can get close enough to also run in. But if he kills him too soon, then the rotators
The rotate will come,
will
yeah.
be very close. It's all about timing.
Does he want to like just get right up in behind him, maybe?
And he's doing this without knowing whether somebody is about to walk through the window.
Yeah, they could.
So,
They
like,
could.
it's a dangerous game, and he waits just enough time. Very well played. Shocks is trying to keep Liquid in this one. As OC now jumps over. No, he doesn't. Throws the bomb instead so that he can post up on Apex. There's the plant. It's through. OC's hands free to do as he pleases. And Shocks may have just slipped into this B site, and albeit not a lot of frags, he gets an important one. A crucial kill, an opening for Liquid, and then they both clamp down. Liquid have an 8.
Yeah, super solid. Yeah, like all comes down to Shocks. I mean, it's so well played on the lurk. That's what he was doing at the tail end of Vitality. That's what we've seen him do a little bit less of on Liquid now, but was doing very hard for a lot, kind of like searching out parts of the map. I think it makes a lot of sense for him. And in this spot, it was him getting in front of that molly by Dupree, then throwing a smoke down on the left side of mid, but making it feel like he was still inside the doors, not in front of the molly, and then walking through his own smoke and just getting up onto the site. Literally the only way they could have got back into that round, and Shocks managed to forge it from fire. Maybe that will inspire some confidence. Very cool way to win rounds.
Scary thing is it looks so good for Vitality up until Shocks got through. Talked about that active movement, information gathering. Well, you move too much and Shocks slides by. Three players, Cat, CT Man, and Zaiwu. Looks to come up from ramp. Apex calls him over.
Is it the right play?
Liquid double back. For the time being, they're just going to sit on top of Xbox. No final decisions need to be made just yet, but the B split looking prime.
Yeah, they pulled Zaiwu out of mid.
Yeah, it's the right decision, right movement.
Oh, and Magisk can now come at the window. Magisk goes down. Dupree, he's stuck. He'll get off on the way out. Rotations are close by, but they're behind smokes.
Critical double kill from OC. Drop down from Zaiwu, gets caught by Naf.
Oh, the
He
leg.
landed that. And that should have been enough for the Famas to finish him off, but Masuda, he's going to give Naf a chance to escape, and OC right back at it.
Okay.
A multi-kill from OC. And multiple rounds from Liquid now. They are not dead in the water.
The funny part is that's already better than what Vitality were doing on their T side. They put a tiny bit of cap pressure on. They pulled the op rotator off from Vitality. They go for the mid B split. In Vitality's first half, they were literally just going out mid, and there was no rifler there. No one to even pull in rotation. That's why you were getting mixed messages. Were Vitality even playing well, or Liquid playing it like to get lucky, or did they have some really hard read on the situation? And right there, I mean, Vitality did just enough. You know, that was solid. And they even do a good job here on the entries of OC taking out the next fight, trusting the riflers to come out in front and deal with Dupree. And it does take 2 of them to both die, actually, to allow OC to not get the first one, but force Dupree to know he has to fall back because he can't go in and fight that up. And it's perfect complementary play between all the T's on the attack. And now it is a 3-round game with Vitality broke.
Masuda gets away for a second. 5-7 drops. Elysian Shocks both looking for separate engagements within tunnels. Liquid should be racking up a 10. P250 cleared up close, and now that B site's open. So, Saiwu, Deagle from downtown.
Jesus.
Oh, Masuda, he's got one as well, but there's still so many players. And Saiwu doesn't even have armor. And if Saiwu doesn't have armor, then Saiwu is supposed to be dead.
Say it again.
Saiwu gets iced out by OC.
Damn, dude.
But those are the warning signs, okay? It's not
Seriously.
a round win, all right? It's not a round win, but it's just the warning signs of what can come in gun rounds to follow. If that's 5 players up from Liquid, 10, 12, you see them all kind of get hyped, a little life, a little excitement. Damn it, just give us a smile.
Yeah.
But instead, Saiwu reminds them what he can do, and that's just them limping into this next round.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, that this was a super successful round, but it's tainted by the fact they lost 3 players. It was kind of expensive. And
it just robs Liquid of any real jubilation.
Sure, exactly. And they've still got this whole hill to climb, but, you know, still for Liquid at least, like, they are starting to look good. They are starting to look fundamentally sound. They're alive. They're winning some difficult rounds. And here on the T side, I think there is still, maybe there is still hope. I really didn't think I'd be saying that after the first 15. But at this point, they've cracked the CT side a couple of times.
Respectful.
Yeah. Saiwu on the A4. Who dropped that for him? Was that Magisk?
Oh my God. The thing with Saiwu is he can use anything.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll use anything and everything.
It could be his first time using it. He'd still be a master.
5 extra shots.
Looking for the full-on B. Funnily enough, Magisk is on the A1S, and his gun is sticking all the way
Big
out.
time. Shocks is going to round that corner, ready for it. Magisk still with 1 and 2, and with a couple other players. Magisk lights him up. 4 kills. An entire bomb site held by Magisk. You may have ended the other half of Astralis, but this half still bites back, and B site closed.
Oh, man. Are you going to come back from that one? That was a monster hold for Magisk with just his 1 mag. Even after he got spotted, the tip of his Prince Stream sticking out into the tunnel. Hello. Okay, we had a power cut for a second.
That B site was held so hard.
Magisk shut the power off in the building, I think. Or we're back.
It's too electric, man.
Kind of, yes.
An energy surge.
Sure. A Danish energy surge. So.
We got nothing else to show you guys, so you know it's some dance monkey dance. How is that gonna happen?
Yeah. Producer, did you say we are going to? Are we going to the game, or does power come back, or what's happening? I don't know. Hopefully we do. People are running around, so.
If the building's on fire, I hope someone tells us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show me where the stairs are.
Oh man.
Okay, we're gonna go for a break.
Okay.
We're and in one, yeah,
In 1 minute.
soon.
Soon.
Yes.
For now, we'll stand here and try to...
It's 13-10 now.
It's 13-10. Yeah, I'm trying to even remember what the hell just happened.
Basically, Magisk, who uses an A4, dropped it to Zywoo, got an A1S, played the worst spot for an A1S where his gun was sticking out, gets spotted by Shocks, and gets a 4K.
How does he do it?
Now it's 13-10.
And what happens next? Oh, we all have to wait.
Find out after the break.
See you guys soon. Clear. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. We're on the B stream. It's the Antwerp Major. We got Vitality and Liquid in the server, duking it out, and right now the score sits at 13-10. We had a power outage. We had a server issue. We reset the server manually. We got everything where it's supposed to be. And now we just got to continue with the party, Launders. But a pity party for one of these two teams. We are still talking about an elimination game, and if Liquid can't close Dust2, they're gone.
Yes, and it's, yeah, they can't close Dust2, they're gone. If they get to Vertigo, that's still going to be pretty difficult, so the odds pretty in favor. We saw the bet odds were in favor of Vitality, 10-1. People feeling pretty good about Vitality at the moment.
That seems
just
crazy.
Ended on a Magisk 4K B-side hold on Dust2.
My God.
After Liquid put together a couple of pretty good T-side rounds, faith was starting to be restored. They were looking a little bit better. And then Magisk just took it away, just took it away like old Astralis Magisk.
There was a pulse.
Came for Liquid, yes, and he has had a pretty good day of CS himself.
It looked very good. I mean, a little bait switch, you know, a little barrel sticking out. Come get me.
Yeah.
Shocks couldn't kill him. Smoke blocked them off. AK swap. Looked real good. But CT side of Vitality has been active. They have been moving. They have been lively. And it looks like they're on the road to the 2-0 in this series. That's kind of how it was feeling as that one was going on.
Yeah. The one thing that was better is the kind of two rifles or an op and a rifle inside a middle to focus on trying to slow down the mid-B setups. And it's the proactivity, yeah, that has made the difference for Vitality to carry them forward into the second half. And we are into the round. So, yeah, let's see what happens now. And Magisk, oh no, they're going to go up against him again. He's up to bat. He will grab the first one easily, and they leave because they're behind a smoke. Uh-oh. That attack was supposed to come on in.
It looked like it was going through.
Yeah, I mean, Magisk actually did. I thought he was like fumbling with a nade for a second. Ooh. Chance there that could have failed, and OC catches the push. Huh.
Dupree decides to go in.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, they did fully evacuate there for a second. I could understand why they thought, all right, well, they're fully canceling, but OC chilled.
Still two players in this site. Bomb inside of tunnels just next to OC. So Vitality just going to sit and wait and burn time off the clock, seeing if anybody gets thrown at them. Liquid hold and hold and hold. Smoke start to go down for the B split. Incendiary thrown out from tunnels. Apex trying to line up shots. There's three players on the other side of that one. And they're going to be running up into this bomb site. Elige, he kills Zywoo behind the car. Magisk able to deliver 2 kills. And now possibly even more.
Oh,
OC,
still alive.
Yeah, he gets wrecked. Shots
No
connect.
way.
Oh, Magisk the ace.
Oh my God.
You didn't think it could get worse for Liquid, but Magisk goes one better.
This is the best that we've seen from him. I mean, this level, 2 rounds in a row, and it's 2 B-site holds, and he has no one to rely on but himself. And he goes from 4K to ace.
Oh, man. 9 kills, back-to-back rounds. 4 over top of Liquid. No money in the coffers of the T side off the back of that. They had that pinch. Dude, the A site players were so far removed. Zywoo died on car with nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Magisk was alone. In every sense, in every way. And that is still enough. Oh, Lord, Liquid. $15-10 on the cards.
Oh, man. That's
That frag.
No! Oh, my God. Look at that nade.
It just gets worse.
That couldn't hurt
It gets worse.
Oh.
Oh, my
That
God.
almost did
Somebody
400
just
damage.
pull the plug.
Straight up, that almost did 400 damage. Oh, now they're just dead. I mean, there's no chance for them.
My God.
It's Apex with all the assists. He doesn't even realize how much damage he just did. Square at the feet of 6. Oh, my God. And now it's, I mean, they were playing for this. The save and wait. This could be the last round for Liquid at the PGL Antwerp Major here in the Legend stage.
They've got to buy.
It's their final stand.
But they've got to bounce back from gut-wrenching rounds. And Dupree's going to get Elige down to 19, whittles him to near death with just a little bit of a smoke spam. 5 map and match points for Vitality to consume the soul of their old teammate. Oh, Shocks, he's got a little life left in him. Fights around on long. Apex looking for a second towards Cat. It's Nitro, and it's a dink. Nitro falls to 11. Nades destined for him. He's done. And now everybody else from Liquid, they're going to just try to press up long. Shocks, he's got it! 2 kills back at least for Liquid. He's fighting. He's trying. And he's still alive, but Magis gets boosted, and he has been the end of them.
No, Naf gets one.
He team kills Shocks. And Apex, now they know that he just boosted. He can get them both!
Oh.
The lineup was there, and Liquid by the skin of their teeth keep going.
Jesus Christ. Shock saved it. Shock saved it with the 2 pickoffs he got on the ramp. He caught the push. And the first player, man, with the amount of nades coming their way, it was a good entry. It's actually 3 frags on the round for Shocks. All headshots as well, and man, that's where it gets scary right there. He had to drill through him just to get the first frag on the boost, and oh man, Apex nearly had the lineup as well. Scary scenes, and now with 3 Galils from Liquid, even though they won that last round, it's still not fantastic, and Magis goes back to the spot that he stood in to get the 4K last time around.
Safe in there. Dupree comes over. Dupree just shot an incendiary into the corner, trying to give it to Magisk.
Oh my god. Oh wow, he had that lined up for a second. Jesus, he almost read that perfectly. That's crazy. Liquid running around with a touch of unconfirmed damage. They do have an op, but oh no, Shocks dies in upper tunnels. Mollied out of the right position. Shot comes in from Zywoo. Are we at the final steps?
Oh, it feels like it, man. Zywoo with another one. Liquid about to evaporate here in Antwerp. Nitro 1 versus 5 to just try and keep this unlikely situation going. It's an end. Whew. And Vitality live on. They defeat Shocks in their first meeting. Team Liquid eliminated in Antwerp.
Yeah, they are the survivors. They are the survivors. They've still got some ways to go, but that's it for Liquid. That's it for North America at the Major. Our last hope is Twist.
Fight on, brother.
Fight on, brother.
Fight on.
Take their Liquid energy.
Yeah.
They weren't